And you, how are you today?
Yeah, fine, teacher, fine. I have a
Excellent.
lot of hot, color.
I am so hot.
Yes, I am so hot, but I'm okay. Thank you.
Hey, that's the most important. Thank you very much, Marisol. Okay, Teresa, how are you?
Hello, good morning, teacher.
Good evening.
Uh, Good evening, excuse me.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Perdón, excuse me. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm very happy.
Uh,
And yes,
uh, uh, I am fine, thanks.
excellent. You know what? I am very relaxed. I am not only happy, but also very relaxed because now we are working from home, and so we don't go to school, we don't have to use the public transportation, we don't need to be in maybe in danger because you know whenever you go by public transportation, there are some risks, no, so it's dangerous sometimes because of delinquency. But now that you are home, there's no risk. So I'm very relaxed.
Yes, me too.
Okay, thank you. Carla, how are you? Carla Sabrina.
Hi, teacher. Fine, and you?
Excellent. I'm very fine, thank you. I'm very happy to listen to you. And tell me, Carla, where do you live?
How?
Yeah, where do you live? Do you live in Zacatecas? Do you live in
I'm living from the city, Mexico City.
you're in Mexico City. Excellent.
Yes,
And what's your occupation?
I'm an assistant.
Hey, that's great. Carla, please, could you tell me what is your last name? You are Carla Sabrina.
Ortiz Pérez.
Thank you. Ortiz.
De hecho, ahorita le iba a cambiar el nombre completo, nada más que estaba viendo en dónde.
Yes, that's it. Next to your name, in participants, you can see
Sí.
you can see different options, and if you click right on your name, you can see rename or renombrar.
Ya.
Yeah, it's
Cambiar
okay.
nombre.
That's it. Excellent.
De hecho, sí está completo.
Ya lo cambié.
Ok. Thank you.
No, thanks to you. All right, thank you, Carla. Welcome. And now let's say hello to Fabiola Bonilla. Fabiola, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. I'm very relaxed today. I'm very happy to listen to you. Okay, so Fabiola, where do you live? Can you remind us where you live? Where do you live? Do you live in Zacatecas or in Durango or in Puebla?
Mexico City.
Hey, that's great. Okay, and okay, I'm writing. Now, please tell me, Fabiola, what's your level? Are you in basic?
Sorry, no entiendo.
No drama, no panic. So, what's your level? ¿Cuál es su nivel? What is your level, Fabiola?
Oh, okay. Básico.
Excellent. Fabiola, it's in basic. Okay.
Perdón, sorry. Inicial. Sorry.
That's it. Okay, inicial. ¿Saben qué pasa? Que luego las andamos buscando por todos los grupos y no las encontramos y hay que ponerles la asistencia.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, Fabiola, no thanks to you. Fabiola inicial. Carla Sabrina. Carla, what's your level?
Basic.
Okay, basic. All right. Tere, what's your level? Teresa, hello.
Como que no funcionan los audífonos y me
No.
los puse para ver si mejor los quité.
Sí, mejor.
Estoy, I am in basic.
Thank you. Basic and awesome. Thank you. Marisol, what's your level?
Basic, teacher.
Basic. All right. Thank you very much. Hey, excellent. Now let's start today's class. So look at this. Our topic today is going to be wasting time. And so my question is, do you ever waste your time? What about you, Carla?
Mm,
¿Cuál es
tu horario? No lo entendí, excuse me.
Oh, it's okay. Waste means desperdiciar. So, tú alguna vez, do you ever waste your time? Ajá.
No. No. I don't think so.
I'm sorry, I am writing. Okay, so yeah, sometimes we are very busy to be wasting time, but sometimes we do. All right, so Fabiola, who's your victim? Who's next? Carla, Tere, Marisol, Nora, welcome. Volunteers or victims? ¿Voluntarios o víctimas?
Tenemos, es responder la pregunta que está ahí escrita.
Yes, just that. ¿Alguna vez desperdicias tu tiempo? Do you ever waste your time?
Yes, teacher.
In
I
occasions.
try.
Okay. So,
Teacher, excuse me, ¿cómo se dice creer? Para decir, yo creo, I creo.
Yes. You know, there are many things, many ways to say creo. You can say, I believe, pero ese
I
creer,
believe.
pero espera,
I believe.
espera. I believe quiere decir, es yo creo en Dios, por ejemplo, yo creo en mí. Puedes decir también,
Una creencia.
ajá, I think, yo pienso.
Yo
O
pienso.
lo más común es I guess.
Yes.
I guess. Okay.
Puedo decir I think with no.
I think
I think with no wasting time.
Okay, yes, that's it. I think I
Yes.
don't waste time. All right.
I wish, no. I think solamente. Only, and I think with no wasting time.
Okay, hey, excellent. Thank you. All right, so Carla, what about you? Do you waste your time? Do you ever waste your time?
I guess sometimes.
Sometimes we do. All
Yes.
right. Okay, thank you. So Marisol, what about you? Do you ever waste your time?
Yes. When I can do anything, for example, yesterday, maybe situation I have twice a month. and I did handcrafts. For example, pasta birds.
You know what? I think that to waste time depends on how busy we are. For example, if you don't have anything to do, no pendients, no homework, not any work in your house, it is not waste time. It is just to relax. It is just to rest. The problem when we waste time is when we have lots of things to do, when we have homework, and we are doing something different. For example, there are some people who are checking their cell phone and they are with the cell phone for 1 hour or two. They are on Facebook, they are watching videos on YouTube, or it is very, very classical. Whenever mommy go to take children to school and they are out of school talking to any other persons and they don't go home. Of course, we can talk. Of course, we can be um, communicating with some other people. But sometimes, well, I have seen some mothers who are talking out of the school for hours and later they say, oh my, it is very late. I have to go home because I need to prepare food. Oh my. So that's it. It's nice, no? It's nice to talk, but why, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, it's okay. But 3 hours?
No,
No,
it's
not 3 hours.
it's all time.
Yeah, it's too much time. Then it is the
Much time.
moment. It is the moment when we are wasting time.
Okay.
Okay, so now let's go to the next image. Here we are. Here we have the procrastination hamster loop. La rueda de hámster del procrastinación. What is procrastination?
Es posponer todo para después.
Ajá,
Es darle como largas a las cosas y nunca terminarlas.
To postpone, excellent. That's to waste time, to postpone everything. And they say, yeah, that the procrastination hamster loop is, I don't do anything. Later on, I feel guilty. Later on, I doubt myself. Later on, I feel helpless. And as I feel helpless, I don't do anything and I feel guilty and I doubt myself and I feel helpless. And that's a circle. Okay, we call it círculo vicioso. They call it hamster loop. Como rueda de hamster, okay?
Okay.
So this is the starting and this is the consequence also. Empiezo porque no hago nada y luego me siento culpable de no hacer nada y luego dudo de mí misma porque no hago nada y como no hago nada me siento indefensa y como me siento indefensa pues no hago nada. And so that's it. All right. So what do you think about it, Carla?
I think how did you say? A mí me pasa mucho.
It happens to me.
It happens to me. It happens to me more to class, to school.
Oh my, why? What happens?
Because first, I think in my work, and the next, I think in my house, in my occupations, And the end, I think, in my children, in my in you in here you them school. What? How did you say tareas?
Homeworks. The
And your
homework.
homeworks, and you and su comida,
Their
and
homework, their food.
their homework, their food, their sleep, their occupations, basic the his here his cheaper, sorry. And the end in my school.
Yeah, that's it. Too many things to do. All right, Carla, thank you very much. Carla, who's,
Welcome.
thank you. Who's next? Carla, hello. Who's next?
Yes.
Yes. Who's next? Tere, Fabiola, Marisol, Nora, Sara. Who's next?
Who's next? Nora.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, Nora.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. Okay, Nora, well, what do you think about this procrastination hamster loop? Does it like this happen to you?
Yes, today happens to me for the contingency, and I don't move because I had aesthetic and no sé cómo se dice, me siento, teacher, inútil.
I feel.
What?
I
feel.
Like in
I
here.
feel.
I feel.
Like in here. I feel.
I feel.
I feel guilty.
Oh my. Yeah, that's it.
No, guilty is culpable.
Ajá, me siento culpable.
También.
Oh my.
This I don't move. I don't move. I move slow, very slow, because por la cirugía.
Ah, because of the surgery.
Sí, yes. I can study, I can sit, I can shower, I can nada. Entonces,
I can't do anything.
Yes.
It's I can't do nothing.
I can do nothing. I can't do anything. Yes.
Oh my.
I'm patient. Pues, sí, está bien dicho, teacher, soy paciente.
I am patient.
I am patient. Y bueno, no sé cómo se diga en inglés, pero espero que todo pase pronto.
I hope everything will be okay. I hope everything will be okay. And everything, hey Maggie, what are you doing? Everything must pass. Todo tiene que pasar. Everything must pass.
Yes.
All right, excellent.
Sorry, teacher.
No, it's okay, it's okay. All right. Well, Nora, thank you very much. Nora, who's your victim?
Thank you, teacher. Is Teresa Mascoro.
Thank you. Thank you, Tere. Thank you, Nora.
Thank you.
Tere,
Thank you, teacher.
thanks to you.
I am my triste, como es triste, es sad, because I do not swimming. I can't do anything. Yoga. Creo, ¿qué decía? I think aumentando de peso.
Oh my, gaining weight.
De peso. No, I do not aburrida. No, I am not aburrida.
I am not bored.
I am not bored. Igual que Nora, I hope everything will be okay.
Excellent, Tere. Thank you very much. Okay, Tere, who's next? Who's your victim?
My victim, Carla.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Carla, welcome.
Hi, teacher. Yo ya pasé.
Yeah, you're right. Okay,
Yeah.
Carla, who's your
Excuse
victim?
me, Marisol.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Hello, thank you. In my case, my problem is when I have a lot of pendants, I don't have do anything, and then I feel guilty. For example, it's very common on Sunday's night when my children do homework, and I'm stressed about these situations.
Yes, that's it. You know what? Something that happens to me is that sometimes I have lots of things to do, to check emails, to send materials, to prepare my classes, to wash my clothes, to walk my dog. And sometimes I am checking the messages in the cell phone, and suddenly it appears a news from El Universal, from Excelsior, for any newspaper, and I begin to see the news. Of course, it is not time for me to check the news because I have lots of things to do. So I procrastinate. If I don't have anything to do, then I can be checking the news and the Facebook and everything. But if I had lots of things to do, no, that's not the moment.
Teacher, you can think the procrastination is a human or natural condition. What happened with these situations?
Procrastination is natural because we live a process sometimes that is we may be under stress, we may be with no direction. It's natural. The problem is when we can't manage it. When you know what to do and you say, hey, take it easy, go back to work, it's okay. You are controlling that. The problem is when people don't control procrastination. It happens very frequently to teenagers. When we are in secondary school, in preparatory school, it is very common to be a procrastinator. And so the parents have the task to direct our kids and to say, no, hey, your duties first. Okay, You can use
And
your,
these situations have a lot of problems.
yes, that's it. Because they don't accept, they like to procrastinate. And later on, yes,
No, thank you.
yeah, and later on, they feel guilty, they doubt from their self-esteem, they feel helpless, and this is the hamster loop, which is very common in teenagers.
Yes. Okay.
The problem is when we are adult people and we are living this hamster loop, when we are procrastinator, that's a real problem.
Okay, teacher, thank you.
No, thanks to you. Okay, Marisol, who's your victim?
Um, Yola Bonilla,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Hello. I sometimes um, um, so, sometimes I have a lot of work um, uh, for
Contingency.
contingency. My work in the house, home office. Uh, lo que quiero decir es que tengo ocupado todo mi día, entonces no pospongo nada porque sí tengo todo, como que mis horarios de trabajo actualmente.
Well, that is not procrastination. That is that you are very busy. Yeah, procrastination is when you have lots of things to do and you are sleeping or you are, I don't know, painting your nails, checking your cell phone, something, or talking by phone with your friends. That is procrastination. But no, you are
Checking 10 minutes, no más,
no more.
no more, okay.
That's okay. So that's not procrastination. All right. Thank you very much. Fabiola, who's your
Thanks.
victim?
Carla?
I am not sure if
Yeah.
Carla. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know what? Sara Alejandra is missing.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Sara, hello.
Yes. Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Excellent. I'm fine, thank you. I'm very happy to listen to you. Welcome. Okay. Sara, what do you
Yes.
think about this?
I think that the procrastination is bad for the people because they don't know take care of important things. Um, they leave them for later and vicious circle occurs. This correct? This is correct?
Yeah, that's it. Or you can say like this, they leave a hamster loop. Into Spanish, we say
Okay. Yeah.
círculo vicioso. In
Yes.
English, you can say the hamster loop.
Hamster loop. Yes. Yeah, es, mm, um, como usted lo dijo, es que no sé cómo se dice.
As you said,
Yeah. Is more probably that the teenagers are in this situation because the important things they leave them for the later. For example, teenagers are in Facebook, I don't know, in the cellular phone.
the cell phone.
Yes, Netflix. I don't know, but no, they not focus in the important thing.
Aha, that's it. Yes, they just live the moment. No,
Yes, yes, yes.
Nowadays, you know what, Sarah? You remind me that some people nowadays have a life philosophy, and they say this phrase,
Mhm.
YOLO, and it means you only live once. So they say that it is important to enjoy life because life is just one time, it's just for one.
Yes,
And
yes,
so
yes.
it's okay, of course, it is correct. But not only to enjoy life, it is also to progress.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much. Now,
Thank
please,
you.
let's go to the next image. Here we are. Okay, now guess what? We are going to watch a nice video about procrastination. Okay, and so let me share the screen with you. Hey, where is it? Give me a moment. Hey, Maggie, what are you doing? Aha, here it is. So let me share the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, excellent. Here we go.
Hello. First you ignore the work, then you laugh
I'm sorry. I am activating the subtitles. Okay, here we are.
at it, then you fight it, and then it wins. I'd like to start my presentation with a quick question. Does anybody here know about the mixed feelings associated with binge watching TV shows? That's what I thought. I've only watched 13 episodes today. I can manage to watch 2 or 3 more before I really have to start working. Ladies and gentlemen, I know I'm not alone. Unless I am, in which case this is kind of awkward. But the point is that I'm not lazy, I'm procrastinating. Though commonly seen as laziness, procrastination is actually the fear of failure and the lack of self-confidence associated with completing a task. The task will eventually be completed, but it's just going to take longer than expected, I guess. The task or procrastination really has nothing to do with the lack of time management skills, as it's usually said. In fact, a procrastinator will just put a task off without saying, or with saying something like, I'll do it later, or the famous line, I still have time. Their intentions are to complete the work, but just at a later time, like I said before. A lazy person, however, will say, I'm not even going to try. For example, artists who procrastinate use their lack of time as a defense mechanism when circumstances are not ideal. Since saying that an art piece wasn't good enough due to a lack of time management skills, it's much simpler than saying, oh, I'm just not good enough. The first shields the artist from the true criticism coming from basically everybody. The other kind of comforts them and says, oh, it's okay. You just did it because you didn't have enough time. So here are my paintings for you, the audience, to see for yourselves. And if you're wondering, I completed these works way before they were due. While showing you my work, I feel like I should give you a quick background as to how I got into this project. So here it goes. On the first day of senior year, I was informed that we, the senior class, had to complete a year-long project in order to walk at graduation. I agreed, obviously, but I was less than thrilled. And So, oh, I guess, yeah. So I chose to research the link between procrastination and art. And let me tell you, I practiced both. Unfortunately, I came to study this topic on the wrong foot. Yeah. For I honestly didn't think that I had to choose or to show any depth of knowledge when it came to drawing or researching or anything like that. And though it pains me to say it, I was wrong. My project actually made me realize why I procrastinate and why I feel the need to avoid confrontation with my teachers. You see, for most of my academic career, my reputation was established as being just Jerry or Mina's daughter. So this was positive, of course, and it made me popular with my teachers. And they definitely believed that I was good to complete all assignments in a timely fashion, and that I definitely believed in or understood the importance of a rigorous curriculum. This led me to feel and act like a mini adult. And it kind of earned me the name Victoria Principal. Only I wasn't an adult, and I'm still not an adult. I was just living an extended version of a lesson plan. It was thorough, rigorous, organized, and definitely structured. Strangely enough, my parents are the only people that have ever called me out on my procrastination. Based upon the evidence, they were right. Based upon the motive, they were wrong. Though I believe that my procrastination was just my being lazy at the beginning of this year-long journey, I learned that a person who fears failure and lacks self-confidence shouldn't allow those two key factors to keep them from achieving their goals. More so, I learned that a student who is presented with the opportunity to learn something of their choosing is likely to have a learning stretch that is relevant to him or her in the end. And now we're at the end. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, what could you understand about the video?
Mm. Ah, ¿Cómo se dice entender?
Understand.
Stem?
Understand.
Understand?
Understand.
I understand with algo de of graduación, study, palabras sueltas solamente, no una conversación completa. No entiendo la conversación completa, solo palabras sueltas. Pero
It's okay.
no me da tiempo para escribirlas.
Don't worry, Tere, don't worry. You know what? It is normal because you are in a basic level, and this was a complicated talk. It was a mini conference. And so it's okay, don't worry. The principal point is that you could recognize some words and you could have an idea about what is it about. All right. And the other one thing is that the accent, the pronunciation of this person is different. It's a native pronunciation, so it's more difficult. So don't worry, Tere. Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
Thanks.
Oh, it's okay.
Me.
Yes, okay.
I in the same situation for the Tere because I don't understand all the conversation. I understand some words, but it's no frustrante, no sé cómo se dice.
It's frustrating.
Okay, it's frustrating for me. Um, I know this level is basic, but I think that in this moment um, um, I should understand more. Debo entender más. Is
And
correct?
yes, no, but guess what? You are so you are maybe you are very anxious. It's okay. You know what? The first level is to get some words to try to understand, and you do because, for example, you are understanding me.
Yes.
It is different when we see any lecture, for example, any conference. It's different. Conferences are very complicated sometimes. May I speak into Spanish? Yes.
Yes.
Ok. En este punto es muy normal que nos sintamos frustrados porque somos como los bebés. ¿Han observado ustedes a los bebés cuando tratan de decir algo y no pueden? ¿Cómo se enojan y cómo hacen berrinche porque no les entendemos? Es
Yes.
una frustración normal de que no puedo comunicarme, no le entiendo a lo que me están diciendo, pero es porque estamos en los primeros niveles. Realmente la pretensión con este video no era que le entendieran todo, era que al menos entendieran el tema. Eso
Yes.
era todo. Entonces, no se frustren. De hecho, las exigencias del docente van en base a niveles. Si les hubiera dicho, a ver, dime un resumen, van a tomar notas y, oye, espérate, o sea, estamos en básico, ¿no? Hold your horses, Maggie. Pero no, más bien la idea era pues que entendieran aunque sea el tema. Entonces, hasta ahí pues no había tanta exigencia. So, Carla, please.
Thanks. Sobre el tema,
Ajá.
he tells about procrastination, his homework for the thesis,
Ajá.
and he no practice his speech.
Ajá. Yeah, that's
This is
it.
all.
Excellent. Hey, pretty good. You see, you did
Thanks.
it well. All right. Anybody else? Who's next? Volunteers.
Me,
Voluntarios,
teacher.
chicas. All right, Marisol, please.
Okay. I understand she's speaking about a testimony, how to superate the procrastination in her studies, and maybe do the advice.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's it. Excellent. Thank you very much, Marisol. Okay,
Welcome.
anybody else who can complement these ideas? Sarah, hello.
Hello.
What could you understand?
The procrastination is don't have free time. Use time for the activities not good. Is for later, dejar cosas para después, no sé cómo se dice.
Postpone.
Postpone.
Posponer.
Only. Solo eso entendí que is postpone the things.
That's it. Excellent. Thank you very much. Anybody else? Okay.
Teacher.
Yes.
But in fact, I finished your thesis, no? Because he did it on procrastination.
Yes, that's it. She finished her thesis but it was not in the time they expected, and she had problems with her parents because they were pressing her up like, hey, come on, come on. And she was like, oh, Daddy, I have time.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. That's procrastination. All right,
Yes.
so I would like to show you this acrostic, and they say procrastination is not in your vocabulary, and look should not be relied upon. Make this happen by taking action now. Do not wait for tomorrow. It is important to trust yourself and keep the momentum going. Do not rush, but always move forward and everything will come together. Hey, that's so beautiful. And here they say, take action now.
No.
All right. Let's translate it into Spanish together, all right? And it says, procrastinación no está
En su
En
vocabulario
tu
En tu
vocabulario.
vocabulario.
y
Tu
la
vocabulario.
suerte
debería,
no debería, dicen, no debería, no deberíamos confiar en la suerte.
Okay.
Haz que esto, haz que esto suceda por medio de
De la acción.
ajá, tomar acción
Tomar acción.
ahora.
Ahora.
Ajá.
No esperes,
No esperes al mañana.
Para mañana
es
Es importante
importante,
confiar
okay, en ti mismo, ¿no?
en ti mismo
y mantener,
mantener el momento andando.
ajá, no te apresures,
No te
pero
preocupes.
Siempre muévete.
más allá.
Ujú.
Y
Oh, wow.
Todas las cosas
Everything will come.
vendrán
vendrán juntas.
juntos.
Okay.
Hey, that was pretty good. Excellent. Thank you. That was awesome. Now let's go to the next image. Levels of procrastination. The first one is when you say non-procrastination, they those work early. Sunday night, slacker, slack all weekend. On Sunday, they are working in a rush. Number 3, super slacker, 2 months projects, essays, labs, all in one night. And 4, master procrastinator, still procrastinator after deadline.
After
Los que después del tiempo límite todavía siguen perdiendo el tiempo. Yes. All right, so there are levels. Okay, so okay, so what's your opinion? What is your level? In my case, I am level 2. Yes, here it is, Maggie. I am in level 2.
Me too.
Me too. Level 2.
Level 2. All right. Marisol, what about you?
Level 2, teacher.
Level 2 also.
This is my moment. In this moment, is my level of procrastination about my do the homework.
Oh my! You know what? Sunday is my busiest day because on Sunday I want to do the lesson plans for the secondary school, to send the messages to all my students in ILSE, to prepare my food for all the week, to wash my pets, to do everything on Sunday. And so I say, Maggie, what happens to you? You had time during the week and you didn't do it. But it's okay. All right, so what about you? Nora, what's your level? Those work early. Hace el trabajo a tiempo.
of procrastination, non-procrastination.
Sorry, teacher.
Yes.
I don't, no escuché.
I didn't
I
listen.
don't listen.
Okay. What's your level of procrastination?
My level of procrastination, 1, non-procrastination, just work early.
Excellent. Hey, excellent. Pretty good. All right, girls, you know what? I think that this has been very interesting. I could recognize myself as a 2-level procrastinator. That's it. All right. Well, I don't know if you have any question or any commentary to say. No? All right.
No,
Well,
teacher.
thank you very much for being in this class, for attending to your class, and for your participation and for your attendance. So meet you next class. See you next week. And please.
See you next
Teacher,
week.
Thank
una
you,
pregunta.
teacher.
Okay,
Good
okay.
Una
evening.
pregunta, teacher.
Sí,
Lo que
Nora.
pasa es que en el calendario que mandaron en el WhatsApp, por ejemplo, en las clases de hoy, no están marcadas, para, por ejemplo, en el básico. Pero no sé si usted esté dando clase entre semana, porque no la tengo anotada en el calendario.
Ah, no, entre semana estoy con B1 y con avanzado.
Ah, ok.
Tengo A2 los lunes y martes. Todos los días tengo B1 y de miércoles a domingo tengo avanzado B2 y C1. Y para inicial y básico solamente domingo. Inicial de 7
En
a
este
8.
horario.
Ajá, 7 a 8 inicial, 8 a 9 básico y 9 a 10 avanzado.
Es que, por ejemplo, creo que en la semana había visto que habían mandado la liga de una clase, pero era como que un horario diferente. No sé si a lo mejor estoy confundida con el horario que yo tengo.
Posiblemente, porque sí, yo no tengo asignados grupos de inicial ni de básico, más que en domingo para conversación. Y en tutoría yo solo atiendo a B1, B2, C1 y C1 más.
Ah, ok. Ok, teacher.
Ok.
Otra pregunta, a mí se me está complicando entrar entre semana. Estaba yo los martes con la maestra Larisa. ¿Puedo
ok.
cambiar mi horario para hacerlo solo los domingos en este horario?
Sí, no hay problema. Solamente avisémosle a la maestra Larisa. Obviamente yo paso lista y después de pasar lista abro la plataforma y registro sus asistencias. Entonces no habría problema porque tuvieran inasistencia porque yo las registro, pero sí hay que avisarle a la maestra Larisa.
Ah, ok. Ok, muchísimas gracias.
No, de qué.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a very
Thank you
good
for
night.
your
Thank you.
patience,
Good
teacher.
night.
Oh, thank
¿Sí
you
lo
very
dije
much.
bien?
Ajá, thank you for your patience.
Sí,
Ajá.
yes.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Very
Good
much.
night.
Good
Bye.
night.
Bye.
Good night, group. Bye, teacher.
See you.
Good night.